Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is Lovely Life 50 Plus edition. Um, I'm trying a new microphone on and see what happens with this. So please let me know. Nobody's really commenting on my comments, but please comment. Let me know what you think of this microphone. Anyway, and I don't know, is that better with that light off? Let's try it with light off. Or is it better with light on? I'll put the light off actually. So, and let's see what this is like. That's on. Yeah, I'll do it with that light. Anyway, so today, it's 11:20 at night now, but I've had a really long day today. Uh, so me and my sister went to the Festival Theatre in Edinburgh, mm, and we went to see The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Um, yeah, so we left the house at about what time did we leave the house? We left the house at about 12 this morning. And we had parking place from 1 o'clock. Now, explaining the parking, I thought, well, I'd originally thought we were going to get somebody to take us in and bring us back home again because there's actually no parking outside the Festival Theatre. And the last couple of days, um, I have felt with my chronic fatigue, I've felt that like my legs have been really bad and I've not been able to walk any length really. I've had really bad getting pains in them at night and things like that. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to walk very far. Therefore, I thought I'll use my, if we went in the bus, I would use my electric chair, but in the car, I have to use a manual because my electric chair doesn't fold. So, anyway, I'm rambling. So anyway, I ended up phoning the theatre and asking them what was the best, and it turned out that they actually have accessible parking at the back of the theatre, and they had one space left. So that was brilliant. So I booked that in for my sister's car, and so we got the accessible parking, which was really great because it was right outside what they call the stage door. So we got there really early. The parking got there before the parking was booked, really. So we sat in the car for a little bit, just had a talk, wee blather, and excuse me, anyway, then we had a little, yeah. My husband was away to see the Rangers Hibs game at Easter today. So it was a nice day out, me and my sister just to be together. Anyway, we got, so at 1 o'clock we went to go to the stage door, and a lovely guy came out and he said, "Are you here for the show?" And we said yes, and he went, "I'll just get somebody to open the side door for you," which is brilliant. So he came out, the lady came out and she opened the side door for us and took us in. First thing she did was showed us where the accessible toilet was. Went past and he showed us where the lift was and stuff like that. And yeah, and that was really lovely. I just felt sorry for you, and it's really late. Um, I just felt like that they made us feel welcome. It wasn't like, oh no, here's a lady in a chair. The theatre is very accessible friendly. Yeah, there's stairs, but if you call them beforehand and book all this stuff, then it's really good for accessibility. Anyway, so we got in, as I say, we were early because the show didn't start till actually half two. So we took the lift, went down, just another flight, and we both had a cup of coffee and a juice and stuff. And do you know what? The coffee was absolutely lovely. It was really, really nice. I had an oat milk latte, and my sister had the soy latte. So really, really lovely latte. So we sat there, had a chat for a wee while until the time, and then we got back up in the lift to the stalls. We were in the stalls, which is the lowest um, tier on the in theatre. Um, and then when they did open the door, we stayed back for a little bit because my sister has autism and she's she gets really anxious and when there's lots of people crowding her. So we just sat back for a little while until lots of people had gone in, and then there was a space for us to go in, but she was pushing a manual chair. Anyway, we got in, and a lady came and she's we sat because I was transferring from a wheelchair into an actual seat. We got two seats right on the end of row R, and there was lots of legroom in front, which was brilliant. So a lady came and she took our chair away, labelled it for us, and actually she brought it back at the end, which was great. I didn't need to go to the toilet during the show, but apparently there was I can walk, so there was a toilet really close. Because I can walk a very short distance with my stick, so yeah, that was it. But luckily I didn't, um, so it was like good, yeah. Um, the actual show, I would say, obviously they had to do the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in 2 hours, over 2 hours, which I've wondered what it was going to be like, because like there's lots of content to cover. You know, they done it so well. There was um there was right from the children, right from the war starting right through to the end when they're back in the professor's house again. It was excellent. They done really brilliant special effects. Like there was one they had. I don't know if anybody's seen the War Horse. I've not seen the War Horse, but I have seen like I've seen sorry brain fog. um, I have seen clips for it. I was just going to say, and I don't know if you know that there's a mechanical horse. Well, they done Aslan was this mechanical lion that was worked with three people, and it was so spectacular. And they had a man dressed in a fur coat beside him who was like the voice of Aslan, and it was done so well. And the White Witch, there was really good special effects for the White Witch as well. So she was like, yeah, she was like there was one point where she went up and like it was like there was this white cloth and she took her up. I don't know, she must have been on strings, but they took her up and she came right up to almost the top of the ceiling. And that was really, the effect was really special in that. Um, yeah, there was in the stone table, but if you've not read the books in Narnia, um, so when the White Witch conquers Aslan and she puts him on the stone table, there was like a bit there where Um, I was actually in tears because it was so emotional. And there was lots of like drum beats and lots of evil faces, and it was just really dramatic. Um, and then when the mice came and started like eating the eating the cord for so Aslan could rise again, it was like this big smile came on my face. I know it was really a show, but it was just so gripping. You just felt like you were part of whatever was happening, and it was so good. So, yeah, I would recommend people to go and see it because um, it's just a really good um, stage show. It had some music in it, but I think it was just rather than it being a musical, I think it was a stage show with music. Um, and that was just, I mean, I just felt like like I was totally. It wasn't like I was watching at points. It was like I was there. I was actually experiencing the stuff. Um, well, that was it was really really good. Um, the theatre itself was packed. There was like, uh, there was I think they said it was a sellout, and today was the last day, so we went to 2:30 matinee. But like, yeah, I would say if you get a chance, wherever you are, if you get a chance to go and see the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe stage show, grab it. I paid £45 for my ticket, and because I've got a disability, I could get like I had to have a companion with me to push my wheelchair. So my sister got it for free. I'll tell you, it's the best £45 I've spent in a long time. Um, and thoroughly enjoyable afternoon. Um, when the end was finished, they said like they brought the wheelchair back to us, and then we waited until almost everybody was out of theatre again because my sister has this sensory thing which can't be in the big bear crowd. So we weren't in a hurry, so we just waited, and yeah, it was yeah, they came with the wheelchair, as I said, and then they opened the side door of the stage again. So the side door for us to go out, so we didn't have to go up and through the crowds. We went out the side door through the accessible parking bit. Nobody said anything about us. We had to wait for a little bit in the accessible parking bit because I was waiting for my husband to come and we were going to give him a lift home as well. And nobody said anything to us waiting there, which is brilliant. Everybody, as far as I'm aware, looked like they came out the theatre really bubbly, really like, after you've seen a good show and you're like hyper, and people were coming out like that. And yeah, honestly, I don't think I could fault any of it. It looked to me like it was seamless. Whether anything went wrong, I have not got, I wouldn't have seen it, so it looked like it was seamlessly done. They knew all their lines. They knew, yeah, they just knew it. It was really good. So now it's made me want to go. I have never actually read the whole series of Narnia, but my sister's got the whole books. So now that I've started kind of reading books again, um, I'm going to go and I'm going to read from the start right through, from The Magician's Nephew right through to what's the last book called again? Um, can't remember the last book, but I'm going to read them all through. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyable day. There's one more thing I just want to say on this video, and it's that I've just finished. I got it here. No, it must be showing my room. I've just finished reading a book by what's her name? Not Francine Rivers. That's my other book. Good author. Can't remember her name at the moment. It's called Divine. And Karen Kingsbury. That's her name. There's a book called Divine by Karen Kingsbury, and I have just read it, and oh my word, what a book! Honestly, it goes into subject that might be triggering for some people, but like it's based loosely based on the story of Mary Magdalene, and the woman in the book's called Mary Magdalene. And yeah, it's a thoroughly good book. It goes into like themes, child abuse. If you bothered by that, I wouldn't recommend reading that. It does themes of victim abuse. It goes into themes of what's the word? It's different kinds of abuse in this book. Basically, this woman, domestic violence as well is in there. There's a part that touches on suicide. It's just really hard hitting, but throughout the book, um, there is that she's a Christian author. Throughout the book, there's like challenges to say, what if God was involved in this? What would God say? And this girl walked away from her faith as a young child and as a teenager, sorry, and yeah, lots of wrong mistakes. And anyway, I'm not going to give the plot away too much unless in case you want to read it, but I would recommend that book because I was engrossed, absolutely engrossed. I didn't know what to put down. Um, so yeah, Divine by Karen Kingsbury. I would recommend that. And hopefully, as I start because I've just kind of picked up my reading journey. So as I start reading more books, I'll hopefully, recommend more. But just at the moment, I'm going to leave it because that's a 15-minute video. And yeah, I hope you enjoy just this little review of today and just that book. Please, I would ask you to subscribe to this channel. Not been going that long, but I just like to get my channel out there. I do, in fact, there's no limit to what I do. I mean, I do stuff about ME, chronic fatigue. I do some stuff about my artwork. I do stuff like this, just like general reviews, just general life, really. If I feel I want to come on and share something, I will. But I'd like to know what you, as my audience, would like to hear, what you like from my content so far. So please, would you comment down below? Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will catch you on the next one. I hope you have a blessed evening if you're in the UK like me, or if you're watching this during the day, have a blessed day. And hopefully I will speak to you later. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.